a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers. It is Friday, 13th March 2026. Yes, we have made it to the end of another week. I know we are all excited for the weekend ahead. We get the opportunity to rest and reflect and to restart for the next week. I am your host, Renessa Ortiz, and I'm joined in studio this morning by Nicole Williams Wilson. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Renessa. Yes, good morning, Tobago. Good morning to all our viewers. And again, it's indeed a pleasure to be with you this morning as we have an exciting show set out for you, our viewers. So continue to just lock in.
Now, Fridays are a free day. It's usually a bit laid back compared to the rest of the week. So, viewers, we actually have some very exciting conversations for you this morning, and we'll be followed closely behind by Mr. Cricket Marcus.
Yes.
So, before we get into any of that, we head on over to news in 90 seconds. Breaking news of Tobago's latest road fatality. A landmark Land for the Landless program. A second heavyweight enters the Tobago PNM leadership race. And Lambo goes smart. Your news in 90 seconds starts now for Friday, March 13th, 2026. We begin with the heartbreaking news of a road fatality. Officer Jerome Jack has lost his life in an early morning motorcycle accident at the Four Roads intersection in Bonaccord. Details are still emerging, but the loss has sent shockwaves through the protective services. We'll bring you more on this developing story as information comes to hand. The Land Settlement Agency has officially launched the Land for the Landless program. This initiative offers subsidized, fully serviced residential lots with 199-year leases to citizens who do not currently own property. To qualify, combined monthly income must not exceed $30,000. The program targets three main groups: general landless citizens, state employees, and recent tertiary graduates. Applications are being accepted exclusively online with the offer of technical assistance. In politics, the battle for the PNM Tobago Council has a new contender. Former minority leader and member for Darrell Spring-Wim, Kelvin Morris, has officially thrown his hat into the ring for political leader, challenging Shamfaka Joe Lewis. Morris is pledging a Tobago-first grassroots approach as the party moves toward its April internal elections. Finally, Lambo goes smart today with the 10 a.m. commissioning of a new transit shelter on the Claude Noel Highway. This will be equipped with free Wi-Fi, charging ports, and will be illuminated at night. That was your news in 90 seconds. Tune in again at 6:30 p.m. for our full newscast. Now, before we continue, the Tobago Updates family would like to extend our deepest condolences to the family and loved ones of Jerome Jack, who sadly passed away this morning. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family at this time, and we continue to wish you comfort and strength that you would need to go through this very difficult time from the community. We'd also like to take this time to gently remind all drivers and motorists on the road to be safe, exercise caution, and we'd also like to ask our farmers and livestock owners to also secure your animals to help prevent accidents and to secure human lives and those of your animals. Once again, from all of us here at the Tobago Updates family, we want to express condolences to the family of Jerome Jack. Now, viewers, we're going to head into the celebratory moments here on Tobago Updates. It's a birthday segment. We want to celebrate those who are celebrating with us. I know we have one lone celebrant today, so Nicole, you can take it away.
Yes. Bless good morning again. And this morning we have none other than Miss Jessie Robinson. I declare a special blessings over your life and enjoy your day. Yes, have an excellent day today, and may God continue to pour out his blessings over your life and that you would walk in abundant favor.
Thank you so much, Nicole, and I also want to wish Jessie Robinson a happy and special day today. And to those of you who did not make it on our birthday list, next time be sure to send your birthday greetings to us here at Tobago Update so we can celebrate with you as well as our viewers. We're heading into the rundown, Nicole. Yes. What do we have in store for our viewers this morning?
Oh my gosh, and as we mentioned prior, we have an exciting packed show for you all this morning. Joining us with a little outside view, we have Elijah Gordon, and he's the event coordinator for Caribbean Auto Fete. Joining us on set, we also have Mr. Marcus Daniel, Mr. Cricket, and he is going to be interviewing Jaden Anthony and Downey Marcel as it relates to the scholarship opportunity that was granted to Jaden Anthony. So this is our morning, yes?
Now, Nicole, in the news this morning, we saw the Land for the Landless program initiative being rolled out. They also spoke about who would be qualified in terms of state employees, persons who are unable, who don't have their own property at this time, and tertiary education students. Tell us about your thoughts on that initiative.
I think it's an excellent initiative because, you know, land is something that persons really and truly, especially if you don't have. And not many of us are fortunate to have that generational blessings of land being passed on to us, yes, and persons always look forward to having their own. So I deem it as a really good initiative, yes, something that we all could look forward to.
Especially with it being state employees, I know a lot of individuals, they work for years. They may be saving, they're putting things aside, but you know, life has a funny way of things happening, and it always tends to push back some of these goals.
So true.
So this is a great opportunity for public servants, those within or state employees, to have an opportunity to really apply and get the opportunity to have a piece of land to call their own, to start building for them and their families, and also tertiary education students. Those individuals as well, coming out from university, you're looking for work, you're not sure when you're going to get work, and then being able to have this opportunity to acquire a piece of land is also a great initiative for our young people.
Correct.
I went and I looked at the application forms and saw all the eligibility and the requirements, and I think it's really good that our citizens are getting this opportunity.
Yes. I know some persons get really flustered as it relates to paperwork, but I think this is one paperwork that it would deem very beneficial for them.
Yeah, they also have online support as well. So if you are stuck in any way, shape or form, you have that online technical assistance as well.
Correct. Excellent.
I know earlier, Nicole, we were talking about GCAT.
Yes.
And the Chief Secretary finally recognizing it as a association here on the island of Tobago.
And that's a big thing. Yes.
It is, because all Tobago businesses now have the opportunity to really operate in industry standards. I know that's one of the things that they hope to achieve going forward, and I wish that for them as well, because a lot of times when it comes to business, we need to ensure that the policies are in place and implemented in a way that execution is seamless, and that our businesses can really flourish and really give them the opportunity to work within the Tobago space.
And I know you mentioned policies, so just to make sure that they, you know, adhere to the policies, in fact put right policies in place and stand by the policies that they put in place. I find it to be a really commendable move, especially on the part of the Chief Secretary, because I know they had their issues. So moving forward, we look forward to, you know, excellence coming out of GCAT. And you made some really important points as it relates to, you know, that the sea bridge, and materials coming up from Trinidad, and it could be a little bit tedious. So GCAT can really look at how they can implement or put things in place to make sure that we have material on the island.
And I'm hoping that going forward in terms of the sea bridge, that there is a solution put in place, because we are dealing with man-made things. From time to time, technical difficulties would occur, but we still need to have those safeguards and systems in place so that in the event that these things do happen, it does not severely impact us as it has this year.
Yes, it did.
Now, viewers, before we get into any more of this show, we're going to head to a short break. But before we go, we want to remind you, Nicole, share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Yes.
is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back, viewers, to Tobago Updates as we continue the conversation. I know we promised you an exciting show ahead, but before we get there, we just really want to commend Tobago Festivals for, allowing the Tobago calendar of events to be posted so that persons are now really aware of what is going to be happening in Tobago, and it gives persons opportunity of those who even are abroad to book their tickets and come and joining. So just to give you a rundown as it relates to the calendar, I know that we are coming up.
Today's the
13th of March, right? So we had some exciting events that would have passed. A very important staple to Tobago space, our harvest.
Yeah.
On the first, we saw Mount St. George harvest being celebrated. Last week, Sunday, the famous Mason Hall harvest. Yes,
Nicole,
a big event. No, oh my gosh, a very big event. But I saw some, faces that are really, really, excited about harvest. Coming up, we have Glamorgan Youth Foundation, and I'm putting in a plug here as it relates to advertising. On the 15th, they have a sporting event. On the 21st, we have a triathlon, above average fitness triathlon, and no stranger, one who really and truly advocates for triathlon in Tobago and by extension Trinidad. We have Ndubisi Hall, a very exciting young man who always look forward to, having our students doing their utmost best.
And just in terms of triathlon, he's very he advocates a lot for the sporting community here in Tobago.
Yes. So if you want more information as it relates to that event that is happening, Mr. Hall, I'm giving out your number, 496-7275-79. Yes. right? 499-7275. My apologies. Oh my gosh, coming up, we have on the 22nd Roxborough Harvest. And this harvest is usually a really big one, Renessa.
There's another big one here on the island.
Yes.
So would you be going to this one?
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to avoid the traffic. Yes. So if I'm going with someone. Yes. But the traffic and Roxborough roads are really small and narrow. So I try to avoid harvest on the whole. Yes. Coming up on the 29th. Yes, we have Mariah Harvest on the 29th, and again, persons really look forward. So I really truly want to continue to commend Tobago festivals, because this gives individuals
an opportunity,
and Tobago individuals an opportunity to know what is happening. Yes,
but not only the dates that you mentioned, Nicole, they have some weekly events as well. We have Sunday school on Sundays at 8 p.m. at Paris. That is at Paris Bar in Boku. We also have reggae and R&B weekly event on Sundays 8 p.m. till, and that's at Jade Monkey Bar in Crown Point. There's also karaoke at Moon Over Water Bar, that is in Pleasant Prospect.
Yes.
And that is a weekly event on Sundays. On Mondays, we have Pan and Rose at Anchor Bar and Grill in Mount Irving. There's karaoke Tuesdays at Anchor Bar and Grill, 6 p.m. We have Sunset Jazz. That is also a weekly event on Wednesdays at Anchor Bar and Grill. We see Jade Monkey Karaoke on Wednesdays. Bonfire on Saturdays at Moon Over Water. Saturday Night Live at Barcode on Saturdays at 9 p.m. We have the Mix and Mingle Saturdays, and that is at Jade Monkey Bar, Crown Point. So you see, we have things to do throughout the week, in the evening, and on the weekends as well. So Tobago, if you're wondering what you need to do during the week, something to do with the family, something to do with the friends, you have a list lined up here that you can all partake in.
Really exciting. Yes.
Nicole, have you ever been to the Anchor Bar and Grill karaoke?
Oh no.
You need to go.
I should.
You need to go.
Yes.
You need to try it out, as well as Jade Monkey as well. The producer is in the back there laughing because he saw me there one time. He never
sing?
No, I did not sing. I did not sing.
That's the idea
I was singing in the crowd.
That's the idea behind karaoke. Yes, you have to go and you have to sing.
I have this notion about karaoke though. I believe karaoke should be for the amateurs, not necessarily persons.
Yes.
Karaoke is about fun. For me, karaoke is about fun, but I know there are individuals who are versed in the karaoke career here on the island of Tobago. I witnessed it when I went to karaoke at Mount Irving in Anchors. There were two individuals going neck and neck right down until the entire karaoke session was over. So I think you need to check it out one of these days.
Karaoke can be so intimidating at times. Yes, because you're going thinking that you're just going to sing off the words on this screen, and then bam, somebody comes with their excellent voice and hit you
feel intimidated.
Yes.
That's why I always say karaoke should be about the fun and the laughter and really just enjoying yourself singing off key.
So true. Yeah. So true. Oh my gosh.
And then we have the reggae R&B. This song's very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting. I'm a lover of reggae. I'm not too much on the dance hall. There would be one and two that I would listen to, but generally I am more of a conscious music listener. I prefer to listen to music that has messages that would really inspire and motivate me of sorts. Because sometimes you're going through life and then you remember a song. Because I know if you every single word in the English dictionary, I'm sure that there is a song that is attributed to it in some way, shape, or form. And in Tobago's culture, here in Trinidad and Tobago, when you think about weddings, a lot of the songs, they usually have that reggae beat to it. And this is it's so amazing how it's synonymous with our culture and our creativity, that there are also some memes and stuff on TikTok where you would hear a song playing in the background and they would say, I need to date within my culture because I can't explain why this song is so important and pertinent to the culture here.
Yes.
Now, viewers, before we continue the conversation, we're going to go to a short break and we'll be right back.
Vanessa, we have to remind our audience to
share the live, share the live, share the live.
it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. More, live more.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979438.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back to those joining us on YouTube, Facebook, and all of our channels on AMPLIA, Flow, and Digital. We want to take this special time to thank you for staying with us and viewing here at Tobago Updates. And as promised before the break, we're continuing the conversations this morning here with Elijah Gordon and Lincoln Stewart. We're talking about the Caribbean Auto Fete. Good morning and welcome to you, gentlemen.
Hi, good morning to you.
Now, Elijah, before we came on air, I was asking you about Caribbean Auto Fete. Tell us, what exactly is the Caribbean Auto Fete about?
The Caribbean Auto Fete is a show that was started in 2022. It is, well, as I said, it's a car fete, auto fete. It is where you come, car enthusiasts, car lovers come, watch drifting. It has sound offs, it have best vehicle, best paint job, best anything relating to a car. You could come to the show, and if you love cars, you could come to the show and observe and have fun.
Now, what kind of cars can we expect to see on the day?
Well, like, for the show, you'd have a range of cars. You'd have vehicles coming from all over Trinidad, all over Tobago. Coming to the shows, you would have stuff you would have never seen before in Tobago. Last year, it had, I believe, a monster truck. This year, I don't want to tell you what you might see this year. Come and see. But you have good vehicles. The sound off, we have Mad Cow, who always comes. That is one of the biggest sound vehicles in the country. We have some of the best drifters on the island will be there. So it's a nice show to come, even if you're not a car enthusiast, just have something fun to enjoy your Easter holiday. It's a nice event.
Now, I want you to give us a bit about the competitions that may be hosted on the day. What are some of the competitions people can look forward to if there's a judging criteria with the various categories, as you mentioned? There's the sound system, there is the vehicles, the best vehicles, some of the things we have not seen here in Tobago. Are there any competitions on the day?
Well, on the day, we have competitions such as best Nissan, best Toyota. Essentially, if you have the best looking vehicle, I ask you to come out in whatever type. If you feel your Lancer is the best looking on the island, come out, bring your Lancer. It's only 100. It ranges from about 100 to 150 to the entire competition. It's $200 to come in. That is you and your vehicle.
Now, Mr. Stewart, I want to pose a question to you. For someone who loves cars but has never been to an Auto Fete, what would blow their mind when they arrive at this Auto Fete?
I think one of the things that a lot of people in Tobago are, well, Trinidad and Tobago, and even the Caribbean is getting very interested in right now is drifting. A lot of kids, a lot of people are into drifting, watching the portrait of skills that these guys use to maneuver between cones, markers, you know. So that's one of the things that most interested to most of the people right now as we talk about this event.
And I must agree with you. When I was much younger, I was taken to one of these car shows, and specifically the Caribbean Auto Fete. But I was there and I was enjoying and looking at how the vehicle turns and the techniques. I would ask questions.
Yes.
How do they turn? And you say, well, you have to use the brakes, and you're seeing the steering wheel being turned in a particular way. And it was always very interesting and intriguing being a part of it. Not only that, but you're seeing the intention and the attention to detail that the drivers of these vehicles put into not only the paint job or modifying the vehicle, but also the sound, the systems. You walk into one of these shows and you're feeling the bass pulsing through your body.
Well, basically that's my field. I'm known in Tobago to a lot of people by MacGyver. You know, I have a panel van, one of the, or maybe, well, I should say the second biggest system in Tobago, because the biggest system in Tobago is Predator, right? And I'm right behind him. You know, so song is what we are into. A lot of people are interested into song too, especially the song of competition of it. A lot of people into bass, as most people would come in, and, you know, some people don't pay attention to the words or this kind of thing, but you just want to feel a bass drop. And then there's this new thing now that coming into it, where we see it a lot in America, where they're doing the hair trick. So, like, you're here, we have you go inside of the van and have a bass, you know, do it sing to your hair. So a lot of people getting interested in that kind of thing. So to make it even more fun.
So based on what you're telling me, you're entering one of the competitions at the Auto Fete.
Well, actually, I am the defender of Tobago right now, along with Predator, in terms of the big sound system. So most of the guys that would come from Trinidad looking forward to meeting up with me. As a matter of fact, I've extended the levels of which car audio is in, I mean, society watch car audio as a menacing thing. But for us, it is a sport, whether society recognize it or not. We have it as a sport. I have just been back 2 weeks ago from a competition in St. Lucia.
Wow.
Took my van from Tobago to Trinidad, to Grenada, then to St. Lucia to compete in a competition. And I was the winner of the vehicle with the best sound quality. I got first place in that, and I came second in the competition overall from Tobago.
Now, in your opinion, what determines the best sound quality based on your experience and the competitions that you have been a part of?
Actually, we have trained judges, and this is what I'm saying. While people may look at it as a menacing thing, you know, they're making a set of noise or whatever. Yes, they are the noise breakers, they are the violators of the law, but we have it at a certain level as a sport. And they are trained judges. They are trained judging bodies worldwide. For example, we have a judging body, Ayaska, Mecca, that would normally, they are trained in that field, so they determine the quality of the song.
Now, as we wrap up, I want you to share with us, Elijah. Tell the viewers the date, the time, the location, where they can find you on social media, and anything pertinent that they need to know so that they can be a part of this event in Easter. Okay, well, something to keep in mind. Caribbean Auto Fete is not just one day. Caribbean Auto Fete is a weekend. The weekend is from the Friday straight to the Monday. So on the Friday, we had chill out. On the Saturday, we had Jade Monkey. And then on the Sunday, Caribbean Auto Fete, the actual show itself. And then the Monday, we head down to Pigeon Point, and we have a little thing down there on the beach. That is the regular how the show goes. The show itself is out at the stadium in the back car park by the White House Stadium. It starts at 4 p.m. to around midnight on Easter Sunday. You could get tickets at Jade Monkey. Or you could get tickets at Jade Monkey. You could call me on my phone, 474-9635. And in relation to any other information, if you want to join, if you're interested in getting tickets, interested in being a part of the competition, interested in being a part of the show in any way, you can contact me directly, and I'd organize for everything to happen. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming on this morning to Tobago Updates, sharing your experience, sharing about Caribbean Auto Fete that is coming up on Easter. It's a weekend of fun activities for car enthusiasts and lovers, sound systems, modified cars, you name it. That is the place to be. We also want to thank you so much for joining us here at Tobago Updates this morning. But before we go to the break, I want to remind you to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back with Marcus Daniel.
I think part of the problem we have, and this is not unique to cardiology, but this concept of checkup, this going for review. So for example, women are probably better at, they have the mammogram, they have the pap smear, an older patient may have a schedule with a healthcare clinic. So a lot of people in their 30s and the 40s and the 50s don't think of our healthcare as being part of a proactive thing. So they're waiting for something to happen, then go to the doctor.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Promotion presents Laugh and Live this Good Friday, 7 p.m. It's non-stop laughter at Birchwood Legacy Park, Lowland. Special guest from Jamaica, Mr. Funny himself, Owen Blacker Ellis. From Trinidad, Rising Comics, Alan the Entertainer, and Son. And from Tobago, amateur comic, Bishop Terence Baines. Listen, this is a laughing matter. Get your tickets now at Den's Electronics, 2nd floor, Port Mall, Scarborough. An Island e-tickets or call 685-1988. At the door, you will pay more. It's gonna be a family affair. Laughter is good for the soul, whether you're young or you're old. So get your tickets now. You can't afford to miss it. Add some laughter to your Easter.
Hop, hop, hip hooray, Easter money's on its way. Some bunnies getting a great rate today. Looking for a rate that's bright and sunny? Hop on down for some Easter money. 1% interest through and through, because we see you at BCU. Apply for a 1% Easter loan and let's hatch something great together. Hop, hop, hip hooray, Easter money's on its way.
In a world where our health defines our future and the Caribbean stands on the front lines of climate change, rising NCDs and global challenges, knowledge becomes our greatest defense. Caribbean Medical TV is your guide on the journey to wellness and insight, featuring our region's own doctors, nurses, climate specialists and medical institutions. From physical well-being to the emotional and mental balance we all deserve. Caribbean Medical TV empowers you because building a healthier future isn't just a regional goal, it's global responsibility. In the Caribbean, vitality isn't just a goal, it's a way of living. Connect with the region through knowledge, hope, and the power of Caribbean resilience on Caribbean Medical TV, where awareness becomes power. Join the conversation, join the movement. Be viewing Season 4 of Caribbean Medical TV right here on this station.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49SWIFT 4979438.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hi viewers, welcome back to Tobago Updates Television. Yes, we are here Friday 13th. It's a Black Friday here in Trinidad and Tobago, in fact around the world. And guys, we are into the sporting segment. We have two exciting interviews for you guys this morning. We're talking track and field and football. And first up, we have someone all the way across there in the United States of America, and she was recently inducted into the Hall of Fame of the Coppin State University. I'm so happy to have her here this morning, of course, to share her story in the short time that we have here this morning. And I want to invite, of course, to talk to you this morning, Mrs. Natoya Beard Davidson. Natoya, can you hear me this morning?
I can't hear you.
You can hear me, right?
I'm still not hearing anything.
Yeah, so I'm hearing you. Yes, so Natoya, I'm seeing you. You're still not hearing me?
I have no sound on my side.
Oh, she has no sound on her side. We're going to have the guys in the background kind of sort it out there before we get back to Natoya. Let's take a short break and return. Hopefully we get the technical difficulties sorted out there so we can have a conversation with Natoya Beard Davidson.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and low, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and low. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. More, live more.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hi viewers, welcome back. Of course, we have sorted the technical difficulties there, and we are now back with Natoya Beard-Davidson, USA track and field level 1 and level 2 jumps coach, just recently inducted into the Hall of Fame of Coppin State University. Natoya, can you hear me loud and clear now?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. I say thank you so much.
Good morning, Tobago.
Yes, good morning, Tobago. And you still have the Tobago accent. I can hear it there, I can hear the Tobago accent. Natoya.
Very much so.
Natoya, let me firstly say congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame of Coppin State University. Is this a big deal for you? Still having some difficulties there with Natoya. Natoya, outstanding there for. Yes, you hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. So I'm asking about this induction that you recently achieved with Coppin State University. How big of a deal it is for you, and of course your family and those who support you.
I guess it's a very proud moment, when I look back at I know when I went there, I was just like, I'm just going to work hard. I mean, I cried and complained a lot to my grandmother. She's just like, hey, you came from Tobago and nothing you get put up against you could go. And I just kind of took that and I just worked hard and I did what I did. So it feels like it came full circle to see that they see the kind of work that I put in and they decided to give me my flowers before it's too late. So I am very grateful for it. I accepted. My family is proud. I I hope this is not the last award. I'm still working at this school. I'm presently here. This is year 9 at this school that I am at. I've made some good achievements here, so hopefully I leave my mark here before I move on to my next adventure.
Fantastic. And you mentioned there that you made some good achievements there. You care to list some of those or highlight some of what you consider to be like, the main achievements at Coppin State University for you?
Okay, so biggest one, this is another Tobago person. I coached Safia John.
Right.
And she was the first heptathlete to make the NCAA from a HBCU school. And no other male or female has ever made the NCAA that came prominently from a HBCU school. So that's a big achievement. And also I had a high jumper that has made 3 consecutive years, came in the top 3 at NCAA in the high jump, and he also was runner-up in the Olympic trials.
Oh, fun.
And I have a few people that's from Tobago on the team as well. They've been undefeated in the heptathlon and the decathlon, in the SWAC championships. I've been doing my thing with my little space, but that's some of the biggest things that I've done since I'm here. Yeah.
And who are some of those athletes from Tobago that you are currently coaching, or who has made a team that you are currently the coach of?
Okay, so right now I have Che Rockford. I'm also coaching Anson Moses. He currently doesn't have any more eligibility, but he's also training here with me. And those are 2 from Tobago. There's others from Trinidad, but those 2 are here. I'm looking for the new future. Hopefully someone could hear this call and say, I want to come work with me. Yes. And but in the past I've had Franklin Stanislaus, I've had Safia, yes.
Yeah. And in terms of coaching career, we here in Trinidad and Tobago, we are very proud of you going out there and doing your thing, and of course, producing the next best when it comes to hep, pentathlon and jumps and all these different things. Any chances of coming back home and working with the entries?
I do not mind. They have already asked me to do like a video call with the athletes and parents, talking about the pathways to get into universities and stuff like that. So I think that's coming up. They have reached out, JU and all of them have reached out, so whatever they need, as long as I'm available, yes.
Oh, that's really, really, really fantastic, and I'm looking forward to seeing the end result of that conversation with the entries. And what's next for Natoya? Is it that you're comfortable where you are currently, or do you have future plans to take it even further?
Well, my future plan, I would like to be a head coach at a university one day. Hopefully, it's not too far from now. So that's my goal. I'm working on my little philosophy and how to run a big program, because I've been an assistant for this is about year 16, 17. So that's my next goal. I want to be a head coach. Yeah.
That's a great. If you do achieve it, and I believe you would achieve it, obviously with all the accolades I've read online about your achievements across there in the United States of America, and in terms of this induction, what does it actually mean for you in terms of maybe you're getting some endorsements out there? What does it mean being inducted into the Hall of Fame of Coppin State University?
To me, it's just an acknowledgement saying I was one of the greats that came through the school, and I'm forever going to be etched into the history of like what we have accomplished. But in terms of endorsements or anything like that, no.
Have you been back home since?
Last time I was back home was 2 years ago. I came home for my grandma's 80th birthday. So it was like 2 years ago.
Fantastic. Latoya, I hope this is the first of many conversations with you regarding track and field, and not only out there in the United States, but of course back home here. I'm really thankful that you would have taken the opportunity to have a conversation with me this morning. It's a bit short. I'm hoping next time we have a more prolonged conversation, where it all started for you, but at this time, we have to leave it here now. Again, congratulations on being inducted, and I wish you all the best going forward in your coaching career.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Latoya. Guys, been chatting there with Natoya Beard Davidson, and it's always good to see a familiar face doing big internationally. And coming up next, we have a young man. He is going to be going out there internationally to do his thing later on this year. We're going to have a chat with him. But guys, don't go anywhere. Please don't forget to share the live, share the live, share the live. We're going to be right back after the break.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hi viewers, welcome back, and thank you so much for staying tuned to Tobago Updates Television. We are into the second interview here this morning, and as I mentioned just before the break, we have another young man here in Tobago, just about to make some big moves. And joining me in studio, we have no stranger to these studios, Coach Downey Marcel, and a young man by the name of Jaden Anthony. And we also have online with us Wendell Moore, former national player. And we're talking about an opportunity for Jaden Anthony to go there to a Spanish club, Levante. Good morning to you guys.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Good morning to you. Where do I start this morning? Should I start with Jaden this morning? Jaden, school starts what time? 8:15?
Yeah.
So I have 15 minutes to do this morning, right? Your parents know you're here this morning?
Yes.
Actually, they're watching? Where are your parents? Who are your parents? You want to shout out your parents?
To my parents, Dyke Anthony and Chase Anthony.
So Jaden, I'm hearing that you are about to go on a stint in Spanish club Levante. What do you know about Levante?
Well, I know currently they're, I believe, 19 in the La Liga.
19 to the 20?
Yeah.
So you're going to make a difference?
Yeah, well, I'll try.
You try to make a difference. So tell me about this opportunity that you have. When do you leave and how long you are there for?
I'm supposed to leave. I'm going for 1 month, and I believe I'm departing on the 18th of May.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
So through Ball Blasters, you got this opportunity?
Sort of,
right?
I was playing for Ball Blasters, and the Shackmore Youth Foundation saw me during the Shackmore Youth Classic during December last year, and they decided to choose me to go on this opportunity.
So why did they decide to choose you?
Well, for that tournament, I was the MVP, so I guess that was the reason why.
Okay, what position you play?
I play number 9.
Number 9? You went number 9 too?
Yeah.
Oh, who is your favorite player in the world? Please say Ronaldo. You're a Messi fan. I know Coach Man is a Messi fan, you know.
Nah, I don't really like Messi.
You don't like Messi? Okay. So Coach Man, Ball Blasters doing big things again. I mean, tell me about Jaden and this opportunity.
Well, first of all, I give God thanks and praise for every opportunity that come the way of Jaden Anthony, because he's one of the few players that you see that support from home. When we have games, you see Jaden, mommy, daddy, grandfather, grandmother, auntie, and they are always there. Also, he's one of the hardest worker in training, and from very young, he had that hunger and desire, you know. So the fact that, you know, the Shackmore Youth Classic, where Wendell Moore and his team are in charge of, you know, they could, you know, create this opportunity for Jaden, because the Shackmore Youth Classic been around for a while now. I think we had it 1 year before COVID, and soon after COVID they came back, and I think this is about the 3rd or 4th year that we have this tournament in Tobago. So it means, therefore, again, I always believe that sometimes if you are a good star, you can stay from right here and shoot. If you are doing the right thing, you can stay right in your environment, and trust me, the opportunity will come your way. But it requires hard work and dedication and discipline.
Yeah, and just as you mentioned, Shackmore, we have Shackmore online, right? Good morning to you, Mr. Shackmore.
Wendell.
Oh, Mr. Wendell Moore. But I mean, Shackmore Youth Classic, I have to call you Shackmore. Good morning to you, sir.
Close enough, Wendell Moore.
Wendell Moore. You have been driven this morning.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. This is a fantastic opportunity for the Shackmore Youth Classic. I think last time you spoke, you mentioned this is an element of the tournament, that you are here to showcase Tobago's talent and take them out of Tobago. I mean, tell me about this opportunity for young Jaden Anthony.
Well, it started from Shack. As you know, he played in Levante too, and the relationship started there. And with all the different technique and technology, they went ahead and had the global part, where the international part, where they look at youths or kids from different parts of the world and try to get them in the program. My younger son went there also, and he spoke to Jaden also and explained what it is about, where they look at these players, they get you affiliated with their sister club. They have another club down there. And you do all your training and you go to school and everything in one. But it's a really good start. It's a good start.
Yeah. So the opportunities to come across there, he spends a month, and if he impresses the scouts across or the coaches across there, he stays. He gets a contract.
Yes. Yes. That's the intention. That's the plan.
Yeah.
And other guys too. We're looking at some other players that we saw also. So as we go and we grow, we try to get Tobago on the map also.
Yeah. And how many years have you been hosting this tournament in Tobago?
3 going on 4 years.
Yeah, and already you are seeing the fruit being,
Yeah. That's the intention. Again, we have to creep before we walk, one day at a time. And as we go, we will grow. And once we get a little support, we won't stop. We try to our best to help some of the youths and try to get them to show their potential with the big dogs in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you actually seen Jaden play before? Have you seen him?
Yeah. I was there a time before. Yes, along with this one. Yeah.
Yeah. And your thoughts on young Jaden?
No,
as a former national player.
One of the person that I identify him. So
yes.
No. The program is good, and again, the bottom line is the more touches you have on the ball, the better you get at anything. If you do all your homework and do extra work. Jaden, that is the key to it, the extra work. Not only when you come to practice with the team, you have to do things on your own, including right outside the road, hitting it against the wall.
Yes.
You have to touch the ball a lot. The more you touch it, the better you get.
Yeah, fantastic.
So that is mainly
Yeah, and back to you, Jaden. I mean, tell me about your preparation. Have you been preparing differently for this thing? Tell me how have you been preparing?
Recently, I started to run on mornings, pick up my ball at home and do keep-ups, pass the ball on the wall.
Right.
Just a little to keep me sharp now when I don't have training.
Fantastic. You know Spanish? You know Spanish? You've been tutored about Spanish as well?
In school.
In school. and Downey, this isn't limited only to your club, but I mean, I know you are a coach and you have a keen eye for talent. I mean, have you seen others that can also represent out there, given the same opportunity as Jaden?
Well, of course, definitely, 100%, Marcus. The island of Tobago is blessed with tremendous talent. And again, it's just about the window of opportunity, the right timing, and the right place. That's how opportunities has come. So you just want to encourage other players across the island to continue working hard, representing your club, representing your family. And again, you ask parents to support, and it's a commitment. It's an investment, and the window is very small. Because by the time the players reach 17, 18, it becomes a little bit difficult. So he's going across at a right age now, 16. Because after that, you're thinking about a professional contract. Because, these youth academies may not come for a player at 18 or 19 unless you're exceptional. So now is the perfect time, and I think that the opportunity for Jaden is really one that I'm happy for.
And is it you alone going, or your parents coming as well?
I think my father is coming.
Okay, so he's going to spend a month across there with you.
Not sure.
You're not sure. So when you go on these things down as a coach, I mean, I'm not sure if you have been before. What should Jaden expect out there?
Well, you have to expect to reach a high level of competition for sure, because you're going to these top academies where you will reach players from across the world, not only in Europe, and Tobago, but Africa and South America. So you have to be mentally prepared because, of course, it's a different environment as well. Also, we have the language barrier.
Yes.
And, but you see, the desire to become a top player should be his motivation, and use every obstacle as an opportunity to prove himself. Go out there though, play confident though, play what you know, but of course you have to pay attention and try your best, because when you go on a trial, you're going to impress the coach. You're going to impress whoever scout is looking at you. So you're not going out there to play Mr. Nice Boy, because no, you're going out there to impress. You are in showcase. So it's the best of the best. So the way it is with these trials, and sometimes, trust me, again, you might go there for Levante, and then some other club may see you. So it's just to get in there, and that's how it is. That's how it begins for some players.
Fantastic. And Jaden, obviously, I know you hoping to go out there and achieve and think. Anything else you're looking to achieve on your stint?
Well, to secure a contract to stay, obviously.
Yeah. And as a young person, I mean, 16 years of age, I mean, I wanted to tell other young people your age who probably been putting in the work, but they feel like they ain't going nowhere at all. I mean, what is your motivation?
Well, to do it for my family, really. You know? make them proud, and we'll just keep pushing. The opportunities will come.
Good. And as we wrap, come back to Mr. Wendell more. Mr. Wendell, in terms of expenses for Jaden, housing, AFA, and all these different things, how is that going to be taken care of? Is it Levante or from the Shapmore Classic? Oh, we just drop Wendell. I mean, not sure if you can answer that in terms of expenses and stuff.
Well, the parents will have to do whatever they can to raise funding, because again, remember, it's a trial.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations where you will have to fit some of the expenses, and I'm not certain as to what the club is doing, but I know there are some part of the fees, and it's like, you're going to showcase yourself. And then Wendell is back on, so so
Wendell, that. And so, Mr. Moore, you hear me, right? I was asking about the expenses in terms of getting to and from Spain, and in terms of housing and all these different things. Is it going to be taken care of through the Shapmore Classic, or are you guys currently looking to raise funds for young Jaden?
We're having some internet issues.
Yeah, we normally have situations like this. But again, if there's a situation where we have to raise funds, Donnie, this is a good opportunity to tell Tobago. I'm not sure if you know.
Well, yeah,
they can contact.
He has his GoFundMe.
Right.
It's all over social media where you could contribute to Jaden.
Where they can go to on social media.
Jaden, come on.
Jaden, tell me.
Well, you could contact my mother at her number is 499-7870. Or my father at number 4722481.
Repeat those numbers again.
499-7870.
Right.
And 4722481.
And where can they find GoFundMe?
No, they'll contact my parents and they'll send it.
And they send a GoFundMe. Right. So we have to wrap this morning. Donnie, I'll leave you with the final words in terms of this opportunity.
Well, of course, you want to wish Jaden, really wish him all the best, and you grab this opportunity with both hands, because these opportunities, I know so many great footballers that has passed through the island of Tobago and never been in a position like this. So you need to count yourself, grateful, count yourself blessed, and make full use of it. And players in Tobago, please stay encouraged, stay focused, keep working hard, because you never know who is looking. You never know. Every opportunity you have to play football, play good football.
Play good football, I like that. And support Manchester United. Yes. Guys, we've been chatting there with Mr. Anthony, young Anthony. Anthony, I want to wish you all the best across the day. Stay safe, stay healthy. And just as you've been doing here to impress all the coaches, let's go down and do your thing. You could be next to Itiok, next to Russell Latopi, somebody from Trinidad and Tobago doing good things, and of course commendation to your coach and to the Shapmore Youth Classic for bringing these events to Tobago, so you guys can have the opportunity to showcase your talents. Viewers, we have to leave it there this morning, but before we go, I want to remind you guys of some events that we have currently taking place right here in Tobago, sporting wise. Today we have the schools golf intercol taking place down there at the Shore Park Recreational Ground. It's a really exciting event. You can also look out for the secondary schools basketball league final. It takes place at the Shore Park I can't say indoor, but complex, also in Shore Park there. And we have the Tobago Cricket Association 2-day league happening over the weekend. You can look forward to that as well. I had 2 videos loaded, but I'm not sure if my producer, Mr. Wood, would have loaded those videos. But I want to also commend O'Shea Watson. He's out there with Borussia Dortmund, and also another stint, another footballer as well, someone to look out to as well. And then Julius Alexander. This is Julius right here. Look at this jump, amazing jump. I love this swag as well. You can take this one in. Julius Alexander from Milford Court, Tobago, out there doing her thing with her university. Look at this jump, outstanding. And let's look at this celebration. Cristiano Ronaldo S, that's what I'm talking about, Julius. Big up to all Tobago athletes, Trinidad Tobago athletes out there representing for themselves and of course their family. Guys, we're going to leave it there this morning. In fact, this is Cricket Fixture. Tomorrow we have Airport Authority taking on Tobago Police at Shore Park. We have Scarborough Mason all taking on CMB United at Mariah. That's a top of the table clash. You can go down there and check that one out. And Roxborough Strikers taking on Georgia at Roxborough. Lots of sporting events happening right here in the Tobago. If you didn't know, now you know. Gonna take a short break. When they come back, we have Natalie on the other side of the break. That's young O'Shea Watson. I know his father is very proud. I'm going to call him by his alias Scooby, because I don't think anybody knows him by his real name. Scooby, big up Scooby one time. Young O'Shea Watson. This is going to be you, Jaden. I'm looking forward to the t-shirt photo. Yes, shout out to O'Shea. He got the opportunity when Borussia Dortmund came here, and of course he impressed, and he got the opportunity to be out there. I think it's a week he's going to be there for. Visit the school golf intercol taking place this morning at Shore Park from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's very exciting. That's something very unique. I'm sure you're wondering, Shore Park has a golf course? No. You're going to see if you get down there. The good things that we have been doing here in Tobago. The Irvin's Golf Academy doing good work where golf is concerned in Tobago. So viewers, thank you so much for being here this morning. Remember to stay safe on the road. When we come back, Good Morning Tobago with Natalie. Don't forget, share the live, share the live, share the live.
Proud to officially open the Roxville Policy Club Computer Room, a space that represents growth, opportunity, and our commitment to empowering our community through education and technology.
Today's initiative that is once again being supported by the Digicel Foundation is indeed a record-breaking success. Not everybody can be able to buy a computer, and even though they buy a computer, some of them don't have internet. And there will be a space, a safe space, where they can come and do their homework and to be able to do their SBAs and to be able to ensure that they have a starting chance in life.
At Tobago, we often speak about Panyard model. A Panyard is not just where music is played, it's where discipline is learned, talent is shaped, teamwork is built, and young people is guided in a safe space and positive environment. This exactly is what Technology and Education Center represent. Just as a Panyard brings young people together around steel pan, this center brings them together around technology to learn, to explore, and to prepare for the future.
I am truly thrilled to be here with you today as we celebrate the opening of another Technology in Education Center, the 4th Thai Center in Tobago. Through this program, we aim to bridge the digital divide by expanding access to technology and the internet in communities that need it most. And with the invaluable partnership of Tobago, we have been able to go a step further, embedding technology within Panyards.
Just to say to the young people and all the persons who will be accessing this facility, you need to show ownership of it. You need to take care of it. And I suppose that in the not too distant future, knowing Mr. Hazel and the Police Youth Club, they're going to expand on it when they look at how many persons are accessing it.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawn.
dawning as the sun start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Yeah. Tobago updates. Na, 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 na. Good morning, Tobago. Na, 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 na. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago.
Welcome, viewers. I'm your host on GMT Good Morning Tobago, and I am Natalie Seeley Richardson. And of course, you see my guest right away this morning, and let me tell you a little bit about who they are. And these are members of an Amerindian tribe from Suriname. Yes, and you know, we in this part of the Caribbean, we would have learned about the Arawaks and Caribs, the Amerindians, in our history books. But many of our Tobago students and even some of the adults had the opportunity to meet the Amerindians in person. And on screen, you can see them, right, in their traditional wear as they did some of their touring earlier this week. All right, students from some of the Adventist primary schools. And I must share with you that this village, and you'll hear more about the village and its members, they are a village of Seventh-day Adventists. So good morning and welcome, everyone. And English is not their first language, but they will be responding in English, and we worked it out. And, you know, it's amazing how we can still find that common thread to communicate. So let me introduce, on the opposite side of me, we have Ivana, and next to Ivana is Jurgen. And then we have Maya, and of course, next to me is the chief himself, Capitan Yona, and he's the chief of this particular Amerindian tribe. So before we get to hear from our chief this morning, let me ask Ivana to welcome us in Dutch this morning.
Goedemorgen,
luisteraars en kijkers van Tobago. Morning, every listener, viewers from Tobago.
Right. Thank you so much. And I know viewers, you enjoyed that welcome and you felt it. So, of course, let's talk to our chief, Capitan Yona. What brings your tribe to Tobago and what are your impressions so far?
Ja, van mij aan de kant ook wil ik iedereen groeten in Tobago, de Caribische eilanden hier. Als kapitein ben ik heel dankbaar. Ik ben zo vereerd om hier te mogen zijn in Tobago, om onszelf te presenteren aan de gemeenschappen hier. Dus ik wil op de eerste plaats mij voorstellen als leider, de kapitein van mijn dorp. Erwater in Suriname. Erwater, mijn dorp, is een Caribisch dorp. En we zijn zo blij dat we hier mogen zijn in deze morgen als de eerste bewoner van dit continent. En dat wij ons kunnen voorstellen aan de Caribische gemeenschap. We zijn zo blij om hier te zijn deze morgen.
All right. At this time, we'll go for a quick break so that we can sort that technical issue out. So, of course, I know you'll be back when we return.
Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we're stronger. Good morning.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Welcome back, viewers. Of course, we just had a little technical glitch, and I understand you were not hearing our guests this morning. So we want to ensure that you hear them this morning. And of course, we are going back to Ivana, and Ivana is going to welcome you or say something to you in Dutch this morning.
Goedemorgen luisteraars en kijkers van Tobago. Good morning every listeners and viewers from Tobago.
Thank you so much, Ivana. And of course, we go right to our Chief Yona. And I must ask you, Chief, what brings your tribe to Tobago and what are your impressions so far?
Goedemorgen, alle kijkers van mijn kant. We zijn hier op uitnodiging van de Harmon School voor een cultuuruitwisseling.
Good morning, listener, viewers from Tobago. We are here on an invitation of the Harmon School to have a cultural exchange.
Als broeders en zusters in Christus zijn we hier ter plaatse en onszelf kenbaar te maken als de eerste bewoner van dit continent. Wij zijn de Caraïben die hier zijn.
As brothers and sisters in Christ, we are here to represent ourselves as the Amerindian tribe.
Wat mij zo verwondert is de schoonheid van het eiland. Zo mooi en prachtig is dit eiland. En het structuur bewonder ik hier, dat alles zo mooi is hier op Tobago.
What was so beautiful to see in Tobago is the beautiful Tobago itself, the structure, very clean, beautiful mountains and rivers.
En dat wij zo vereerd zijn ook om zelf met de chief van Tobago in contact te treden, zodat we een goede communicatie konden hebben.
And also to visit the Chief Secretary of Tobago and to talk with him also. That was very a good feeling and a big opportunity for us.
Thank you so much. And let's go to Maya. Maya, tell us the name of your village, and I want you to share a bit about your tribe's culture and traditions.
Good morning, everyone. The name of my village, of our village, is Erowarta. At the first place, we as Amerindians are a collective community. Amerindian culture and tradition are very important to our community. We respect nature and believe that the land, rivers, and forests are a part of our lives, because all this is created by our God. That's why we don't destroy our forests. Many of our traditions are connected to the environment, such as fishing, farming, hunting, and using plants for food and medicine. Family and community are very important in Amerindian culture. People often work together and help each other. Elders are respected because they share knowledge, stories, and tradition with the younger generation. We also celebrate our culture through traditional dances, music, clothing, and festivals. Storytelling is another important tradition where our history and lessons are passed down from one generation to another. Our culture teaches us to live in harmony with nature, respect others, and keep our tradition alive for future generations. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And let's go back to our chief. How does your faith influence your daily life and interactions?
It influences us on a positive way because we are brothers and sisters in Christ, and we treat all the people with respect, because we are one in Christ on this earth.
Thank you. And Ivana, what's a typical day like in your village in Suriname?
In our village, lives connect with nature, with community. Early in the morning, men are going to fishing. women are going into their farms. Children are going to school. After school, they are swimming. That is our daily life.
I like this swimming part after school, yes? And what are some unique aspects of your tribe's customs and practices you'd like to share with us?
Some unique custom that I like to share is that we keep our language alive through the Kalinyak songs, and also our clothes that we are wearing, and painting our body to represent our culture, and also to remind us how important it is, who we are and where we came from.
And let me ask you one more question, Ivana. I see you and the chief are wearing beads around your neck. Tell us a little bit about that.
The beads around the neck of the chief represented the chief himself. It is a meaning of that he is a leader of a community. Yes. And mine is for the woman, especially for the woman. And you can see that it's a flower because we respect the nature. We live in harmony with nature, and that is why we represent the nature also. Yes.
Thank you so much. And of course, let's go to Jurgen. When you heard you were coming to Tobago, did you know anything about this island, and what was one of the things you were looking forward to experience?
Yes. Can I look for a moment?
Sure. Yes.
I was so excited to come here because I had heard that Amerindian were living here. But when I arrived, I shall know Amerindian.
That's right.
Therefore, I am happy to present my culture and that we are all brothers and sisters, and we are waiting for the return of Jesus Christ.
Thank you so much. And yes, we for our viewers, again, our history books would have taught us about the Amerindians, and I must let you know that the chief, he is a Carib, and his wife, who is not here this morning, she's an Arawak. And it's so good to see, things you would have read about. You're getting to meet the people, understand their culture, hear from them firsthand. And what an opportunity the students who were able to meet this Amerindian tribe had. And of course, they are going to be exploring some more of Tobago today. They are on the island until tomorrow. So I wish you a beautiful day. May you enjoy all that Tobago has to offer. And we are hoping now that some of the Tobagonians are mobilized and can now return a visit to your village in Suriname. Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, viewers, that's it for this interview, but we have more interesting conversations to follow on the other side of this break, so stay tuned.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Live more.
We get ready ready as the Cornby Mount Pleasant Community Council brings to you their Easter Sport and Family Day. On Monday, 6th April, Easter Monday, we transform the Mount Pleasant recreational grounds. We kick off with track and field events, novelty races, Easter bonnet competition, the Greasy Pole Challenge, and the highly anticipated William Woods Premier Goat Racing Classic. Huge prizes to be won, and we can't forget the Kids Corner with rides and bouncy castles. At 7 p.m., it's an after party and a stage show by popular artists and DJs. Grounds tickets cost $60 for adults and $30 for kids 5 to 12 years. Pavilion tickets cost $100 and children under 5 years are free. So register early for races. Check out Cornby Mount Pleasant Community Council on Facebook. 474-4661. 474-4661 for more details. Live performance by the 2026 National Calypso Monarch Queen, Terry Lyons.
I need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Glamorgan Youth Foundation's regatta is back. Join us on Sunday, 15th March at Richmond Bay at 8 a.m. The excitement kicks off with a triathlon through Glamorgan and Pembroke, followed by an obstacle course, boat racing events, and the crowd favorite bamboo raft race and display. Then wrap up for car show and car sound off competition, and end the day with an epic after party. If you are interested and would like to bring a team, contact 375-3835 or 776-9193.
Thank you, viewers, for staying with us. You are viewing GMT Good Morning Tobago, and we continue our conversations with guests this morning. And in studio with me is the Vice President of the Glamorgan Youth Foundation, Gordon Grandison. And let me say a special good morning to Mr. Joel Dan, yes, I have the name right, who's the president, and all the other executive members and the general members of this awesome group. So good morning, Gordon.
Good morning, good morning.
And we're talking about this weekend, Sunday in particular.
Yes,
and it is the Glamorgan Youth Foundation Regatta. Before we talk about the regatta, very quickly, tell us about the vision of this youth foundation and when it all began.
Okay, well, this group would have started back in the pandemic time when things were slow and nothing happening. And right after the pandemic, which would have been 2021, we would have come together as a youth group, as youths of the community, seeing the need for coming together and creating an atmosphere within the community after the downfall of the pandemic.
Right.
So we came about and we formed this youth group, the Glamorgan Youth Foundation, which is an organization tailored in fostering social issues. Right. And we do this by fostering educational, spiritual, recreational activities for the youth to take part, and also economical activities.
Right.
So right now up in the countryside, Glamorgan area, we're doing an eco-tourism product, right, for the community to be a part of, and right now we use the regatta to highlight what we are doing up there.
And I think this is so excellent because you're catering for the youth in your community. Sometimes we bash our youth and we say this and that, but many times opportunities may not be there for them. But through your foundation, you all are taking care of the youth and taking care of each other. So let's talk about this regatta 2026. Now I must commend the team, whoever is in charge of the marketing, the PR. I see man running with dog and something breathless, but sending out threats, you understand? So we know things hot in Glamorgan. So Spirit of the Great Dog River, tell us about this event, where, when, what can we expect?
Okay, well, the Spirit of the Great Dog River, as the team suggests, it is the Dog River up in Richmond, the biggest river in Tobago, if you know, right? And it will be held on March the 15th, Sunday coming. All teams must be there by 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And we're going to take it from down on the Richmond Bay itself.
And that's for the triathlon. So you're starting off the morning with the triathlon?
Yes, we're starting with the triathlon. And note that our triathlon is a unique triathlon. It's a team event triathlon.
Okay.
Normally a triathlon, one person will do all 3 events.
Yes.
But this triathlon, we do it as a team event to show cooperation and commitment,
Excellent.
right? So the triathlon will start off in the morning where 3 members of the team, one person do the swimming, one person do the riding, and one person do the running. And after that, we run straight into the obstacle course part of it. Now, this is the challenging part. People just come and think they could run through the obstacle course. It's not so easy. Right? So send your best men with the teams. When the teams come in, send your best people, because it's going to be a little challenging this time. And after that, while the obstacle course is going on, the team can prepare their bamboo raft. Right? They have the whole day after the triathlon to do the bamboo raft, make sure everything is prepped and ready for the grand sealing down in the evening time for the bamboo raft race.
Right. So while they're getting to prepare the bamboo raft, and there's actually a race. So you have to make sure that your structure is proper, because you mightn't make it.
Right, and your raft will be getting judged also on skill, your ingenuity in terms of how you build a raft, and I guess obviously the capacity to hold persons on float.
Definitely, and to make it.
And to work, right? So it's gonna be an exciting time up Sunday, so I'm encouraging the whole of Tobago to come out and support the Glamorgan Youth Foundation as usual. And this is a niche event we have up there, because there's no way in Trinidad and Tobago to go and do bamboo rafting in that kind of magnitude. Right? So we want to use this niche product to not only for the regatta, but to show that we could be doing something there to build the tourism in the island of Tobago, right, and extension.
And is this something that the entire family can come out?
Yes, it's totally a family event, from kids to the elder ones. From past years, we've seen all the elder persons in the community come and really partake and be a part of in there. This year we make a little accommodation for the kids where we have a room to come and play and have some fun. So it's a whole family, and in between we have a little boat racing, down in the evening we also, which will also allow for persons to come and really enjoy the atmosphere.
An opportunity for economic activity for the nation, or even some of the young persons in the village.
Well, this is why we are highlighting the area, because beyond the regatta, the Richmond Bay will always be there. The river will always be, and we want to keep vibes pumping.
Right.
We want a new environment there. Someone like the Pigeon Point, and the persons could come from the community, could come and do something to build us and create some self-sustainability.
All right, so Regatta 2026 hosted by the, as you say, it's a GYF, the Glamorgan Youth Foundation. Yes, and it is the place to be on Sunday, the 15th of March. And teams come out who might be now hearing about this, so now feeling the vibes. Can they, who do they contact?
Yes, they could still be a part, but and the deadline is until tomorrow.
All right.
So please,
so they can still make
because
it
the hype
like
is there. The hype is there. We have a number of teams coming from Trinidad also.
Excellent.
To be a part of the event. And we have the teams, the defending champions from last year, going to come and represent again. And we have the new teams coming on. So if anybody is to do any registration, they have to do it before night, which is before Saturday night, I should say. Right.
How do they do that registration? Is there a number to call?
You could call me. My number is 716-9193, or contact us on Facebook, Glamorgan Youth. And there's a form on the Facebook also. You could go on the form, click on it, and register.
Right. Yeah? So calling all teams and competitors. The action is Richmond side. All right. You cannot miss it. For those of you who are accustomed going, because I think this is the third year this event is happening.
Yeah.
So when you see something happening again, it's now an annual event, something is being done right. And of course, I know the team will continue to, up their game, as we say. And and it's good to, and if those of you attending, you see something that might, bother you a bit, or an area to improve, don't go and just bad talk the whole event. Find out who in charge. You have Mr. Granderson here, tell them what you observe,
and
make suggestions. Yes, because it's about growth. Sometimes we go to things and we just pull it down without knowing the backdrop to things. And if you have an expertise, offer your volunteer your time and your expertise as they continue to build.
That is the same expertise.
Yes.
We always invite personal knowledge and they know how to come and be a part and even advise us on what I'm making a call out now. Now we know Tobago for a lot of talent that want to have a chance to expose themselves.
Right.
We at the Youth Fund offer them, we offer a space in our program.
Okay.
Right in the afternoon for our segment. So if it's an artist in Tobago, I think you have what it takes and build the crowd and keep the people and them.
Yes.
Come and check me a number. I think you reach out to us on the day of the event. Once your thing is to go on stage. Right.
Right, and that's important, not to cut you here. Once the thing is clean, remember, it's a family event. Open mind. Come and set up the organizers. It's a family event. You're supporting youth, we're supporting progress, and you have your talent. Keep it clean.
Once you have a positive, anything positive, we will support that and give you the opportunity to showcase your talent. we will provide a stage for you.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing with us. So, viewers, you know, there's always something exciting happening in Tobago, and of course, you get the information right here on Tobago Updates Television. So, if you didn't hear about it, although I think that's kind of hard because they're all over social media, yes, you know about it now. So, we get ready for a break, and when we return, our last guest for GMT this morning will round things up as we talk about something also happening over this weekend that you might be interested in. So stay right here for when we return.
I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. Beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated one.
The Tobago region of the Anglican Church celebrates a season of healing. Gathering of the Pilgrims 2026. Lift your voice on Sunday 15th March from 8 a.m. at the Shore Park Complex in praise and worship and intercession at our healing service. Featuring the Tobago Regional Choir and the Music Ministry. Our chief celebrant is our very own Bishop, Right Reverend Claude Berkeley. Let's fellowship, lay your burdens down, and make a joyful noise, giving praise for the breakthrough and deliverance in the midst. This is a season of healing. Sunday, 15th March, 8 a.m., Gathering of the Pilgrims.
When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you for staying with us. Joining me this morning is Miss Raynell Clark, and I must wish her a grand rising.
Thank you, Natalie.
It's always a pleasure to have Raynell, whether it's in studio, we just bounce each other up somewhere in Scarborough and having a conversation. But she's here to tell us about something very special that's happening this weekend. And Raynell is a member of the planning committee. You would have seen the promo just a few seconds ago of a special event that is happening within the Anglican Church right here in Tobago. And this morning, I must acknowledge the leaders and members of the Anglican Church. So a special grand rising to you. And of course, the Right Reverend Claude Berkeley, the Bishop of Trinidad and Tobago. And, you know, he's someone who I would have interviewed in the past, you know, and I'm always intrigued by his story from his change in profession, you know, how he accepted the calling to serve God. And so just, you know, a special good morning to you, sir. So Raynell, let's get right into it. The Gathering of the Pilgrims, a season of healing. When I saw this promo, it felt very powerful to me, just reading it, you know, the Gathering of the Pilgrims. And we're talking about a season of healing. Why is there a need for the Anglican Church to host such a service? And, you know, what is the hope of the Anglican Church in planning something like this?
Thanks for that question, Natalie. So in conversation with the Archdeacon Tobago, Philip Isaac, he explained that it's plain to see when you look around Trinidad and Tobago, you look around our region, you look around the world, there's a lot of discomfort, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, discord. There are a lot of war-torn countries, war-torn territories. And he felt that within the Anglican Church, the onus is on us to do something as the body of Christ. So the healing service focuses on healing every part of the being, the mind, the body, soul, and the intention is that the ripple effects will touch our community in Tobago.
Right, and I like how you mentioned that healing, because I think for many Christians or even anybody of faith, actually, when we talk about services and healing, I think we think of, you know, physical sickness many times, but you mentioned the healing of the mind, you know, so really as an individual, we are that holistic being. And I think that is something that, you know, we should be able to tap into. Now, of course, we know that the Anglican Church is spearheading this. Is this healing service only for Anglicans?
Absolutely not. So anyone who wants to come in front for a blessing, as Iowa George say, Iowa will not be performing. It's not that kind of function. Come in front for a blessing on Sunday at Shaw Park. Right. It's open to anyone. We invited a few other denominations to the Tobago Council of Churches and one other group, I think it's Mission Tobago. Archdeacon referred to it as, don't hold me to that, but it's an open invitation.
And you mentioned Sunday, so tell us, you know, the time, the location for persons who may be hearing about this for the very first time. How can they be a part of that special service?
Gathering of the Pilgrims will be hosted at the Shaw Park Complex on Sunday from 8 a.m. It's a healing service, as we mentioned before. Gathering of the Pilgrims started as a fellowship event. It's the primary fellowship event of the Anglican Church in Tobago. There are two, this and our regional family day, which is held in September.
Right.
But it was conceptualized by Archdeacon Isaac. Many years ago, he started in his parish of St. David, visiting other parishes, because there are 21 Anglican churches in Tobago. There's no way you know all the Anglicans. So he wanted to bridge the gap. And then parish priest, I'm glad you mentioned him, who is now the bishop of the Anglican Church. He was the priest in charge at St. Patrick Anglican at the time. And he said to, we call him affectionately Father Phil, well, bring them Mount Pleasant.
Yes, easy like that.
Easy like that. And the first gathering of pilgrims took place 25 years ago, 25 or 26 years ago at Mount Pleasant, and we've continued the tradition ever since.
Now, is this an entire day's event? Will there be lunch? You know, how are you encouraging the gathering of the pilgrims for that day?
So it is a whole day event. You come at 8. There will be a robust tea station to keep you satiated. There will be water available. Now, it is at the Shaw Park Complex, so understand that you have to leave your seats and go to the concession concession area to have your tea, your biscuit, what have you. There will be lunch, fellowship lunch provided. Once you are there, you will be counted. It's not a paid lunch. Lunch will be provided, and after lunch, there will be praise and thanksgiving. But I want to roll it back just a bit to focus, hone in a little bit more on the healing elements of it. So the Anglican Church has been engaged in our Lenten mission. This service, all the parishes have had services, whether it's outside in the community or at their respective churches, weekly. And the format at St. Patrick has been, you go through the readings, the sermon is delivered, and there's an altar call immediately after in the atmosphere of praise and worship. That is the format that we will see on Sunday. So after we hear the sermon, we receive the word, then we'll be invited to come for our blessing. Our lay ministers, our lay evangelists and our deacons will be laying hands on persons who come forward to the altar, and our clergy, which encompasses our priests and bishop, will be anointing members of the congregation.
And you know, as you shared, I'm picturing it, and I think that is something special for anyone of a faith to experience, you know, the coming together, because for healing to take place, you have to believe.
Yes.
You know, that is also a very important element in the entire service. So I can just imagine, you know, and again, I'm glad you explained the gathering of the pilgrims, because for me that paints such a vivid picture, you know, people coming together of similar faith. You know, as you mentioned, you don't have to be Anglican, but it's of a faith. We believe in Jesus Christ and what he can do for us. So for our viewers, you have this opportunity to be a part of something special. We know there are many other activities, but you can't go wrong by attending something like this and presenting yourself for that very special blessing. I also want to say a special good morning to Mr. Keith Louis. You know, I always, sometimes when I check him, I call him my Tobago daddy, and you know, I know he presents sermons, and he would tell me he's preparing and he has to preach wherever, whether it's Lansford, Palituve, etc. Now, you mentioned lunch as well, and 21 Anglican congregations, and you said lunch is being provided for all. How does the planning committee deal with the finances of an event like this? And can persons make donations and contributions still?
Yes, we invite donations. We ask for donations. Come forward with your donations to your nearest parish office, or if you're not a member of the church, you can contact the Tobago Regional Council office at 639-2972. That's 639-2972. Or the host parish for this event this year is St. Patrick Parish. You can contact the St. Patrick Parish office at 639-8832. That's 639-8832. Or send us an email at stpatrickparish.tobago@gmail.com. That's stpatrickparish.tobago@gmail.com. Or Anglican PMAD, Anglican PMAD at gmail.com. There's one thing I forgot to mention, which is very, very important. This event will be live streamed. So if you can't make it, you can tune into our live stream. I believe we had that flyer up on screen a while ago. You can scan the QR code or take a screenshot and save the link. But the reason I wanted to just zoom in on that a bit is because we will be offering live prayer. After the altar call, when the service has concluded, we go to our lunch break, but we want to ensure the people who are tuned in have an opportunity to send their prayer requests. So there'll be a number of lay evangelists taking over the set. I'll be hosting, but a number of them will take over the set at that time. We will read the prayer requests and make those special prayers for you live.
Right. So we're using the technology. So if you cannot be there in person, it doesn't mean you will be left out of this beautiful service. You'll be left out from receiving that blessing. And if you cannot be there in person, you cannot make it to the live stream, you can go and look at it after. And that's the beauty about technology. And if you are there and you say, oh, I missed all the information Rainel gave, again, the technology, so you can play this back, you know, listen to it, take a little notes, so you know how to reach out to the various offices and persons where you can make your contribution, and that way you can also be a part of this awesome service. And Rainel, just before we wrap up this morning, again, you know, the focus is the fellowship, yes, but the healing aspect, that blessing is so important to the entire day. How do you encourage persons who may doubt that this is even possible today?
Unbelief appears in so many areas, in so many forms. So to answer that, I want to take it outside of a spiritual context.
Yes.
I saw a video on Instagram this week, and in the video, someone was talking about how your mind limits you. So this guy, he was saying, I normally run marathons on my treadmill, and all I could do is 12K, because by the time I get to 10, I start to feel so fatigued. But there was one day that the tracker on the machine was not working, and I ran and I ran and I ran, and when I stopped, I realized I was at 22 kilometers.
Right.
So I would like people to remember that the limit is in your mind first and foremost, and that applies to every area of your life. Just be open. If you don't believe, be open. At least leave your doubt at the door. Come with an open mind, because we're praying for your unbelief as well. Our clergy has been praying for a month, asking God to anoint every single part of the human body. We know that it's from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet.
Yes.
So we're asking you to come, open heart, open mind, and allow God to work in you.
And I always say you have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
You have nothing to lose. The disbelief is there. Come and see what's happening.
Yes.
You know, you have nothing to lose. You can only gain.
Yes.
You can only gain. So as we wrap up this morning, I want to thank you for sharing with us. We, at Tobago Updates Television, we wish you and the rest of the team success, and for all who would be attending this service. And, I just want you to remind the viewers again where, when, and how they can be a part of this.
Gathering of the Pilgrims this Sunday, 15th March at the Shaw Park Complex from 8 a.m. Join us in person or via our live stream. All 21 churches within the Tobago region of the Anglican Church, and anyone else who is interested in healing, interested in being prayed for, interested in finding a place to fellowship, come join us. Our chief celebrant is the Right Reverend Claude Berkeley, Bishop of Trinidad and Tobago. Gathering of Pilgrims this Sunday, 8 a.m. at Shaw Park.
And on this note, viewers, we end our GMT this morning, and it is Friday, the start of our weekend here in this part of the world. And as I always remind us, you are your brother's keeper. Let's look out for each other. We have to all live here. And just before you go, I know many of you would have seen our first interview with the Amerindians this morning, and I must say thank you to Miss Wendy Prescott, who manages a Storbay Holidays located on Storbay Local Road, Crown Point, because although she runs a business, when she heard that these were going to be her guests for the week and what they were doing, where they were from, she told the organizer, you know what? They don't have to pay for their stay for the week. I would allow them to stay free of charge. So Miss Prescott, on behalf of the Amerindian tribe and the other organizers who would have been able to bring this group to Tobago, they say thank you. And of course, there were other sponsors, the Tobago Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, the Caribbean Union, and many other persons. But a special shout out to Miss Wendy Prescott, who decided not to charge, and this is her business, this is how she makes her livelihood, and she said, no, I understand their mission, why they are here, and I welcome them into my place. So thank you, Miss Prescott, and for all of you who do what you need to do in your corner of this world to make here a better place, thank you, and continue to inspire others to do likewise. So until we see again, that's it for us here on GMT Tobago Updates Television. Have a grand weekend.